Good evening everyone, this is Sports Zone and I'm Esha Hanspal. Let's start tonight's show with some cricket where Indian under-19 cricket team started off their World Cup campaign in fine style. Afghanistan proved to be absolutely no match for defending champions India, who lived up to their billing as one of the tournament's favourites. India secured a comfortable 8-wicket victory. Meanwhile, Lankan skipper Kumar Sangakkara has officially been appointed as the new skipper of IPL franchise Kings 11 Punjab. And well, another concern for the upcoming edition of the Indian Premier League IPL 2010 could be robbed of some serious star value as Australian cricketers ponder over their participation in this year's event. Aston Villa moved a step closer to an appearance at the Wembley Stadium with a 1-0 win against Blackburn Rovers in the first leg of the Carling Cup semi-final. And in Kuyong Classic, Frenchman Jo-Wilfried Tsonga stormed into the finals where he will face Fernando Verdasco of Spain. Take a look. Alright, like we mentioned a while back, the third edition of the Indian Premier League may miss some Australian players. We'll discuss that in detail when we return from a short commercial break on Sports Zone, so stay with us. Hello and welcome to Sports Zone's Weekend Edition. I am Esha Hanspal. Alright, the stage now shifts to the longest format of the game as the top-ranked team in Tests. India will take on winners Bangladesh in the first test of the two-match test series. MS Dhoni and his team will look to extend their lead at the top of the ICC rankings ahead of their closest contender, South Africa. Meanwhile, this is good news for Aussie players fans. Former Australian cricketers Matthew Head and Adam Gilchrist have confirmed their availability to participate in the third edition of the Indian Premier League. Take a look. Abhinav Bindra has shocked the sporting fraternity in India by announcing that he may no longer continue his career in shooting. Now his run-ins with the National Rifle Association of India are well known, and now Abhinav has decided that enough is enough. This especially followed from the fact that he was not even named for the Commonwealth Championship in February. Well, the new year has certainly not begun on a good note for Indian sports, more so after the recent Indian hockey debacle. Welcome back to the weekend edition of Sports Zone. Well, the Indian team is going to play a first test match for the first time after climbing to the top of the test rankings. Although Bangladesh does not really present a formidable challenge, but it is still an ideal opportunity for the team to maintain its dominance and to make up for the disappointment at the Idea Cup final. And Sunday is tomorrow and the action begins to unfold on Neo Cricket 8 a.m. onwards. Okay, well, the last few days have come down really tough on Indian hockey. It witnessed one of the most turbulent and shameful episodes ever. All the animosity and name-calling, however, did come to an end, for the time being at least, after the active involvement of the Indian Olympic Association President Suresh Kalmari and former player Dhanraj Pillai, who brokered peace between the striking players and the Hockey India officials. Let's now take a look at how this entire disgraceful drama unfolded. 113-run win against Bangladesh in the first test of the Idea Cup, they have only further consolidated their position at the top. Sachin Tendulkar and Gautam Gambhir scored scintillating hundreds, but it was the Indian bowlers whose outstanding performances sealed the deal in the team's favour. A century from Ben Stokes steered England to a rather unexpected 31-run victory over defending champions India in the final group match of the ICC Under-19 World Cup. England finished at the top of Group A and they will now go on to face West Indies in the quarterfinals, while India take on rivals Pakistan as the knockout stage begins on Saturday. Alright, over to football now. The top 4 teams in the Bundesliga go on the road this weekend, with Bayern Munich expecting the toughest test against a Werder Bremen side which is looking to return to form. Last week, Bremen continued to struggle with the loss at Frankfurt, which was their third in a row. The Bavarian Giants, on the other hand, made quite a statement against Hoffenheim last week, thanks in part to the Dutch midfield ace Arjen Robben, who is back in stunning form. Let's take a look. Tiger Woods has provided for some more food for chat, about which we will chat after another commercial break on Sports Zone. See you in a bit.